How's it going, YouTube? We're just doing some Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky. This is the first time I've ever played this. Without further ado, let's get into the game. Alright, so how we move it? Like this. I'm curious, can we... Oh, I can use my controller. Screw that, dude. I wanna have a look. This is actually really interesting. Ooh, I like the interface. Oh my god! This is actually interesting. Do we have a map? Oh yes. Is it this way? City of Roland. This is actually looking good. Looks like we made it good time. It looks like we made good time. Not too early, not too late either. We just barely graduated from Sunday school. I never dreamed we'd have to study so hard to become bracers. Well, you're in luck. Today is our last day of training. Truth be told though, you are the one who signed up to be a bracer in the first place, so I don't know why you'd expect to get away with any less effort. Oh, yeah, I guess I did. Alright then, let's go and let's get to it and make it through the last hazing from Shira. I think that's how you pronounce it. You look ready to me. Let's go meet Shira at the Bracer Guild. There you two are. Good morning. Morning, Aina. Aina, I think that's how you pronounce it. Good morning. Is Shira already here? I said that backwards, but anyway. She's waiting for you upstairs. Once you finish today's training, you'll be recognized as the members of the Bracer Guild. Good luck to the both of you. Thanks. We'll do our best. I'm gonna be honest, this is a bit too loud for me. Just gotta turn it down a bit. It says voices on, but no one's speaking, bro. Oh, I wish that they actually had voice. The Star and the Hangman, the Hermit and the Magician. Last of all, inversion through the Wheel of Fortune. This is a difficult combination. How should I interpret it? Good morning, Shira. And see you later. I'm going off the train. Well, if it isn't Estelle and Joshua. This is a rare occasion for the both of you to show up so early. Since it's my last day of training, I figured why not. I'm ready to get this show on the road and become a bracer myself. I'll give you credit for your enthusiasm, but I'm going to work you hard today, in every way I can think of. Make sure that high-spirit attitude of yours holds up. Hope you're ready. I can feel that enthusiasm dropping on. Quiet, you. Every time I teach you, you somehow manage to forget it, like me. This training is my way of trying to keep some of that information in your head instead of letting it dribble out your ears like you usually do. What? Joshua, Shira's picking on. Don't worry, Shira. While Estelle may hate studying and rarely ever does her homework. Oh, what a way to snitch! Acts rashly, is overly naive, and has a tendency to stick her nose into everything. Her instincts are sharp, so I'm sure she'll pick up on how to use an augment with some practice. Eventually, probably. I guess there's not much I can do now except hope for the best. Hold on a sec. Joshua. Somehow I get the feeling that you weren't standing up for me. Well, of course, he just snitched on you, bro. But that's odd. I'm positive I described all your best traits accurately. Whatever. By the way, Shira, what were you trying to predict with your tarot cards? Your face was really intent. Oh, this? I was just trying to get a vague reading about what might happen in the near future. Unfortunately, I don't seem to have the right mindset to interpret the cards correctly. You couldn't read the cards? Now that's surprising to hear. Actually, the more profound the meaning of the card, the more difficult they become to interpret. But that's not important now. I think it's time we start your final training. I'll give you a brief rundown of all the information we've covered in your previous training. This is the minimal level of knowledge that the bracers should have in order to function effectively. And Estelle, make sure you pay especially close attention to what I'm going to say. Like, go home and study. No, I'm joking. Yeah. What would you like to know about? Okay. So, let's talk. Let's get the background of the kingdom first. The Kingdom of Liberal, in which we live, sits on the western half of the Zamorian continent. And abounds with nature and deep-rooted traditions. So this is the map, right? So, wait. Oh, of course, because there's even more. Okay, so Roland is on the east side. Liberal is proud to be one of the leading producers of septium on the continent and is known for its high-level technology used to develop augments. Augment technology has been a key pillar of support for Liberal in protecting its independence as it has contended with neighbouring nations. 10 years ago, when Liberal was invaded by the Erebonian Empire, it was the use of orbital-powered airships that saved the kingdom from defeat. Consequently, even now our relationship with the Empire is somewhat sensitive, but thanks to Queen's political finesse, Liberal enjoys peace. Okay, so let's talk about the bracers. What's the bracers about? Bracers are investigative and combat specialists who work to protect civilians and maintain the stability of their respective regions. So I take it the bracers are basically... They sound like adventurers or somewhat similar to like Witcher type people. Except that Witchers undergo mutations and stuff like that to be able to cope with monsters and whatever. They aid the community in various ways, such as exterminating monsters, preventing crime, finding lost items, and escorting people and goods. The Bracer Guild, which has embraced branches across the continent, manages the affairs of the bracers in each region. Okay, what about the augments? What's all that about? Augments are mechanical devices which operate by using what is known as orbital energy. A variety of effects that can be produced depending on their structure and type of quartz, or processed septium, called. Okay. Although it's only been about 50 years since their invention, these devices play an integral role in all facets of life, from lights, heaters, and other everyday products, to weapons, magic, and even airships. So it's kind of like electricity. In connection, this technological reform is commonly known as the Orbital Revolution. Okay, so that's actually quite interesting. Let's see. Since we've got a mountain of stuff to do today, I'll let you off the hook this time with a condensed review. I'm going to speed things up now and move on to the practical portion of your training. Shira, how is today's practical training any different from the training we've done before? Since it's practical, that means you'll be experimenting things firsthand. Therefore, I am going to have both of you run through everything as if this were a real bracer job. So what you're saying is, there won't be any studying at a desk involved? Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. This time you'll have to go out and make a physical effort to accomplish a task. I'll make sure you have your work up as... I'll make sure you have work... I'll make sure to have you work up a sweat, so I hope you're ready. Yes, that's seriously just what the doctor would. I didn't know what I was going to do if I had to sit another day. Okay, I guess I got all worried for nothing. Well, suddenly you're all bright and cheerful, Estelle. Let's just hope that smile on your face lasts until the end of today's training. Okay, let's get cracking on Let's get cracking on your first objective, shall we? I don't know why, but that just doesn't make sense in my head, the way I read that. Let's get cracking on with your first objective is what I thought would have sounded logical, but I don't know. Let's have it. The first objective will be to confirm the details of the job you'll be performing. But before that, there is something that we need to give to both of you. Are they ready? Yes, they are. Alright, you two go get one for each. What? These are very important, so make sure not to lose them. Bracer notebook. Bracer notebooks serve as the official way to record the status of your current job. Also, anything you may hear or anything that you may find and where. These kinds of trivial things often become clues. Okay. No matter how insignificant something may seem, always write it down. Understood. Oh, this sounds like... Please tell me it was my ears playing tricks on me, because I swear I only got one response. I'm sure there were two. Keeping an accurate account of events is an important duty for all bracers. Begin with the program and stop trying to make this out to be more than what it really is. Okay. Alright then, let's begin. Look over by the door, you can see there's a bulletin board standing there. Yep. First I want you to go and check the job description posted there. Okay, so this is kind of like training retrieval. Training will involve searching the sewers beneath and bringing back the contents of a chest. Will be recorded in... Okay. Very good. It looks like you were able to see what was posted without any trouble. Checking the bulletin board is one of the most basic functions a bracer performs on their job. Checking regularly to see whether or not there are any urgent tasks which need immediate attention is also important. Okay. Man, all this talk about duty is starting to cramp my style. Sure, there are a lot of rules to follow, but there's an equal level of responsibility in the jobs themselves. I think being a bracer calls for much more than just someone with a half-hearted attitude. I guess you're right. I'll just have to be more motivated. Is that so? Typo. Had a change of heart, have you? You betcha. Well, before all of that motivation sneaks off out somewhere, let's get to work on your next task. What will we be doing this time? We'll be heading across the street to Mr. Melder's Orbal factory and learning about how to use its services. He has gracefully taken time out of his work schedule to explain things, so make sure to be on your best behavior. Okay.